Hello, this is Myglobalmind, your home for hard rock and heavy metal. We're here with Shuck at Bloodstock Festival 2019. So maybe first of all you can start by introducing yourselves, who you are in the band, and just,
Brendan, guitar and vocals.
Ian, drums.
Thomas, bass and vocals.
Okay, so you guys, when is your stage time again, remind me?
8:15, just after Anthrax finish up
Just
the main
after
stage.
Anthrax. So good slot, so at least
Yeah.
people will be leaving the main stage and hopefully going over to the new Blood stage. Jaeger stage.
Jaeger tent, yeah.
Perfect, actually.
They've been very polite to open up for us.
How many times can you say that Anthrax opened for you? That's really
So far, it's 47.
Oh, okay. So you guys came here through the Metal to the Masses competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just remind us how you got selected to come to Bloodstock.
Well, we played the Metal of the Masses. We got through to the final, and unfortunately, the final also had Asect in it, which meant that we were completely boned to begin with. But Simon Hall took pity on us, and he brought us along as well. Yeah.
And had you guys been in the Metal to the Masses before?
We did it the previous year.
Yeah.
And to say we rushed it was an understatement, actually.
Yeah, we were in
We
a
were
heat
still
with
pretty kind of new as a band, even though we played together for years.
Yeah.
The band
There's also a connection with Nakruna.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes.
Used to be the bass player from Nakruna.
Okay, so
Played here 2 years ago.
yeah.
It was mental. Loads and loads of nice fun stories about that. Yes, and the interviews were hilarious. We had 8 of them, and we tried to answer everyone completely different. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing? My back hurts.
I'm so old and tired.
So Nakruna has a lot of kind of traditional Irish instruments and things like that. And then
Yeah.
Shuck is very different. So
Yes, from
tell us a bit about Shuck.
traditional folk metal to full-on thrash.
So it's like the thing we get the most is that people can't necessarily, not to be it sounds like you're a pure dick, but we can't put a genre exactly on top of it, but we got a lot of bits of a lot of things. Like we have slow and heavy, we have nice and groovy, we have fast and thrashy. We like to put in all the things we like, and then it kind of just happens to be whatever the fuck we do in there.
I've always liked to have the start of a song and the end of the song not sound like the same song, but not really knowing where the switch happened in the middle of it.
I like that. That's
Just kind of a gradual build up or a slow down or something, just to kind of pull the rug out from under people.
Sure.
Yeah.
And when you bring a lot of influences like Pantera, Killswitch, Aha. I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Aha song?
Well, I'm going to have to just go with the Take On Me, because of course.
So tell us a bit about what's going on in Shuck other than Bloodstock.
So we're kind of
recordings.
Prepping to record kind of more. So every time we go into a studio, we do 2 or 3 songs, but we always have more out there that we've been playing for years that we just haven't recorded. Like we've 1 song, one song, from our previous band, which was negative result.
We pulled through.
We kind of just swapped it up a little bit, but it didn't get recorded in the last band, and it's struggling to get recorded in this band. So
we had it in the previous band. It translated well to the 3-piece rather than the 4-piece that we had before. So we said we keep it. It's too good not to. It's too much fun to play.
Yeah,
We'd be really sad if we had to can it. So
generally trying to record and just kind of gig as much as we can. So
And is it mostly gigging in Ireland, or have you managed to?
Mostly Ireland, yeah. This is the first overseas.
Yeah, this is the first time I had to get the plane to go to a gig.
So where do you go from here? As in, can you use this as a stepping stone to maybe play some more UK or European gigs?
Oh, definitely.
That's
definitely. This is one hell of a boost.
Yeah.
Whether or not you've been gigging for God knows how long to just new, there's 3 stages of just pure intensity, and then you have the Jaeger stage clearing up what is meant to be the silence of this festival. Then there's a band playing in the VIP lounge every now and then as well. There's no quietness at this festival, and there's so much going on. There's 4 million bands over 3 days.
I think at the last days, they must really do bad on ticket sales when there's more band members at the festival than there is people.
Well, there's a lot of bands.
It's still low.
110 something like that.
Something like that.
But no, it's good though, because you get a lot. You get Tent and Slug, and I know Asect and us, we came through as a we got
kind of a
through
package
the
deal.
Yeah, it's a package, but through a competition. But then you got Sao Cult and all these guys, Irish bands that are coming over on their own right, standing on their own 2 feet. Kind of thing.
There's
So
something like 5 or 6 Irish bands here this weekend,
There is,
including Jailbirds and
Sky Pilot.
Yeah.
there's also who's the Northern Ireland
Lockhorns.
winners? Lockhorns.
Yeah. They are.
So,
There's words can't describe. Just kind of like that. Ooh, yes.
yeah.
and have you guys just visited? Have you been to other festivals, metal festivals?
Downloaded and Sonosphere, the only 2 I was at previously. Downloaded a couple of years ago.
So
They had the bands. Well, essentially, we went for System of a Down, but it was pretty dry as a festival. Like, kind of as soon as all of the bands were off, everyone's in their tents and it was dead. And you're just kind of like, we kind of came here to have the crack, like, you know, what's going on? This place is just kind of always going, but not too bad. You know the way you can hear those kind of horror stories, but it's not like that.
I like the numbers
someone
here
like,
are much more manageable, I think, and it's more friendly.
Oh yeah, but even like the people who are here, there's some guys I really want to know how they're getting their power from, because they have a Bluetooth speaker that's been going on for the last 2 days on non-stop, and it's like it's an acceptable level, but like how are they getting that charge? There's no you don't hear a generator burning away or nothing.
Yeah.
Like
You get woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning by somebody playing Death Magnetic. If you're going to play Metallica that early, at least make it Master of Puppets, for the love of God.
Warm us into it a little bit.
Did you go to see Metallica this year in Slane?
No.
sadly not.
I kind of, the day beforehand, I was like, oh, take it, anybody gonna take it? But no,
Slane's tough.
Yeah. Saw Guns N' Roses there, and it was just a horror show trying to get out of it.
They were amazing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was good, actually.
Unbelievable, really good, but...
So who are you here to, like, once your set is finished, or even yesterday, what bands did you want to see yourselves here?
D. Snyder and Scorpions.
D. Snyder and Scorpions.
We're like, just straight in. Like I have the lanyard here. Like there's so many bands we want to see. We like
just kind of flick through.
And Tesseract were insane.
Oh yeah,
Bodum.
Same like Tesseract are one of the ones I wouldn't be into them myself. Same. Like, I mean, Cancer Bats are kind of the same. They're not my kind of thing, but seeing them up there was awesome.
Yeah.
Really fucking cool. Like,
Especially Tesseract as well, they were so tight. Those bands are kind of messy, I find, but they were so tight. Really. Singer is amazing.
Yeah.
What about promotion for yourselves at the festival? Have you done any sort of
We wrote a few
self-promotion?
kind of free CDs with the kind of set times written on it. Run around flags.
Telling people, we have a flag outside the main entrance, and just going around chatting to people, you know, saying, oh, we're playing over here.
Yeah.
Do you want a drink? We'll bribe you into it. Come on.
Yeah.
Have a sip of this. That's really nice. What is it? We'll tell you at the Jaeger stage at 8:15 on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you guys are repping 10 Ton Slug. You're repping
I'm the
10
only
Ton
one
Slug.
not.
We're triple
slug.
Triple Slug. Okay. So I mean, you know, you guys should get your T-shirts out there. Get
We
plug
have
yourselves well.
them all at the merch stand. Some CDs on sale as well, even though we're handing some on out for free. But
We were trying to get one of those like Maud Flanders killing machines, like to shoot T-shirts into the crowd, but like we couldn't do it last minute.
Yeah.
And in terms of sort of distributing music these days, first of all, when was the last time any of you actually went out and bought a physical CD?
Not long ago.
What was it?
Hardwired, I think, is the last CD I bought.
Whenever the Black Dahlia murder, I'm a big fan of them. Whenever they do, I try and pre-order it and have the physical copies. Whatever they're selling, I'll get the. Like I have the Nightbringers album. They have this giant quilt. Like I have that like tucked into the side of my bed. Like it's just there.
I mean,
Flesh God, the new album as well.
But when you buy the physical media, do you actually play that, or do you just stream it? Like what I find is
It
that
goes
I
onto
buy
a
a CD
computer.
or an album, but I end up streaming it anyway. And
Might end up in the car. Actually,
I
just
ended up on
thinking
my
out
phone, to be honest.
the last one that I got was fellas who played. Was it This Place Hell? The Dublin lads. Do you know them?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Stop plugging other bands. Plug yourselves, lads.
They're not as good as us.
We're the
Now you're
best.
getting the hang of it.
We're the best thrash metal band in this interview.
We're not even a thrash metal band.
We're not even that.
Yeah, we're the best power metal band in this interview.
So what's coming up next? Have you what's the next song you're going to release, or videos, or?
We have a couple we have 3 songs we want to record. Four songs we want to record. And we kind of we kind of showed him the songs, and we showed him an extra song that we had on the side.
We were thinking,
we
we
didn't want to
might do
record
this
it.
one.
And when we sent him the kind of sample, he was like, "You're recording it." So
Gavin Doyle, Symmetry Industry Studios.
Studios.
He's done all of our artwork. He's done our 2 recordings, kind of for Throne of the Hound. And he's going to be doing a lot of. He's very, very good.
Yeah. He's great to work with. Really friendly. Like, you know, it's kind of when you get on with with somebody, it's easier again.
Yeah, he's fairly friendly. We've known him from gigging away when he was in Axial Symmetry. They're still obviously going, but we've had a few gigs with them. We've just been chatting away to him, and he's just so easy to deal with.
Yeah, but the plan is to get those 4 songs down, pick our favourite video, kind of all the shite. You know,
We have
gig it.
next year so far. We have a couple of gigs lined up. The Iron Mountain Festival, the thing in Leitrim. We have a couple other we're not allowed to say yet.
Yeah, some stuff that's kind of
it's a little bit we haven't been officially confirmed, but they're on the way.
1 or 2 are hush hush. They're great. They're the best gigs.
We won't tell.
The only
I can't tell you which festival in Slovenia I am playing at. It's Metal Days, isn't it? Oh no. I can only make that joke because we're actually not playing that. The only reason I was sitting there going like, think about this.
Give us a reason to go there next year. Come on.
Oh man,
It's Metal Days. That's the reason to go there.
It could be it's their last one. The last one in the.
So I heard,
But no, we're just kind of keeping the head down in that respect. There's kind of not a lot of gigs towards the end of the year, or very much towards the start of the year. But we'll kind of get the writing process, get everything kind of nailed down.
How important do you think it is to get signed to a record label these days for bands? I mean, I guess you guys are self-funding at the moment. So, would that make a difference if someone came and offered you a deal? Would you snap their hands off, or like?
It definitely makes a difference.
It really does depend.
It really does depend though, because you get you do get some shady business going on with some of them. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's just bad, but
there's always one.
Yeah, you don't need it, but it definitely helps. If you get in with somebody who'll run you a good deal and help you out, but you do get a lot of people who'll drag in young bands, unsigned bands, give them an unusable deal, and then just close the door, and then that band is gone. I've seen it.
30 Seconds to Mars has the worst deal going. Like Jared Leto has still yet to make money from that band.
Oh God,
that's crazy.
That's how
that's hard to believe.
Protest the Hero were like the first band to successfully sue their label, and it only happened like the last 5 years or something.
That's it, because young people will almost sign in and it's like, oh yeah, they want to make a record for us.
Got a record deal. Wait, we only get 1% of profits. Nobody reads the fine print.
So on the flip side of that, I mean, how do you manage? I mean, it's tough to be an artist, to be a musician. How do you manage to fund what needs to be done?
We just kind of saving up. I mean, lately the last while we've managed to get a decent amount from merch sales and from gigs that we can start to
masses.
We can back stuff up a bit better ourselves and kind of use the money that we're making, so it's not costing us personally so much.
It's every batch is basically every batch of the first batch of t-shirts you took like whatever there is of a hit. Then they fund themselves after that. So like people who do buy the merch will make us get more merch. So like that's kind of the way to fund the band essentially. Like everything aside from that, all the expensive stuff.
You could pay €100 to get shirts, sell a few of them, and then the next time you get your shirts made, you're only physically paying a tenner. It's amazing how much. Like just a simple T-shirt or a little lace,
but you've noticed that
patches,
well,
all that.
Even the bigger bands now are kind of telling people that the merch is what gets them through it. It's a different kind of element to the music industry now.
Was it Straight from the Path that has the T-shirt that basically says this T-shirt is worth 5,000 streams, and a big paragraph about how important it is to buy.
I can't remember who it was, or somebody else.
I can't remember who it was, but big paragraph in the T-shirt about how. If you buy this from us, it's worth something. You can play the songs all day, but that's not going to get us to the next show.
And then on the back, it's just their logo.
We actually went to see Rammstein. They're playing recently in Moscow, and there was two of the guys on stage kissed as a protest against the gay rights and the oppression that might be in Russia. What do you think about stunts like that? Is it?
They're going out swinging, so they kind of have to do it.
I think
their first track was basically "Look at us, we're scumbags."
I don't know. I think when you're on like that level as a band, if you can do something like that, I think you should.
Yes.
Whereas if you get certain bands I love but will not mention, like because you don't want to shit talk, they just kind of stay too much on the fence. Whereas like when you're in this kind of huge like place to do something, you should do it. So Rammstein saw an opportunity.
But then new bands like ourselves and some bands that are playing here shouldn't, because that just starts pigeonholing where you can and cannot gig.
Yeah, it's kind of
that's the thing is the fucking double-edged sword and all that shit. So
So do you have to be careful with lyrical content and that? So Snowflake Society, you're going to offend somebody no matter what you write. So
well, we don't aim to. I think we're not too bad. There's like some kind of political references and stuff like that. We had a song that kind of got taken away that was very like kind of anti-church, I suppose, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But that kind of crapped out for multiple reasons.
Yeah,
But the lyrics are solid though.
We won't get into that.
Yeah.
But it was
Very
fairly
Galway-based reference as well.
Yeah, right. Very much in your face. If you could understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
And we still have a couple that are a little bit on the edgy side. I don't try to write edgy lyrics, but if I feel like it's something that needs to be said, or if I feel that like thematically it goes with the song, we will stick it in there. And there's
and then there's Killdozer.
That's the one we were talking about. The one that we sent to the engineer. He was like, no, that's going in there. It's it's based on, there was a fella a few years ago
15, I think.
2015.
No, 15 years ago, I think.
Was it 15? Was that
Yeah, it was long. It was surprising.
He owned a small shop in Colorado, and his shop was basically cut off from the town by a concrete factory, and they wouldn't even give him an access road to the shop. So he bought equipment to do it himself. Then the council told him not to, and then he wrecked half the town with his bulldozer. He put armor plating on it. It's insane. The story is brilliant. It's not hysterical, but
it's crazy. It's just like the state pushed him to such a state that he like backlashed in this kind of crazy way.
Yeah,
and that's what the song is about. But the song name Killdozer is just kind of silly.
Had to be done.
So I'm going to push you. So give us a deadline. When are we going to hear this track?
Okay.
About 8:15.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to play it live.
Don't worry. It's stage ready, as they say. But it's just kind of getting the time to record it. I'd say next summer we'll definitely. I can't imagine we don't have anything recorded then. I would be shocked.
You're not setting yourself a very hard goal.
No, it's not. It's not. But,
no, we want to get this right.
We're as bad. We're pretty bad. So
we're procrastinators, the whole lot of us.
Yeah, we were previously in a band together for like 13 years.
13 years.
And I think we have one EP, and so I'd say even including the first thing, I'd say maybe we recorded 8 songs.
Yeah,
max.
You're not selling yourself, lads. Go on.
Yeah. No, come live.
Is the previous band.
But the live is the way to go for us. I think is the main thing. Which is hard, I suppose, because you have to do all that online endorsements. But like our live show is like that's what we want you to come and see. That's the kind of energy fueled. I think sometimes our stuff doesn't translate perfectly on CD. Like it's good and whatever. It's the musical merits. But the live show is kind of, we want to really kind of.
You need to see it.
Yeah, we want to be personally left hanging. Never mind you being left hanging. Like it's all balls to the wall.
If you were to try and persuade someone who hasn't heard your music to give it a listen, what would you sort of compare your music to, and what would you say if you like this band, come check me out?
Yeah, we got that one a lot. It's kind of we're kind of like, I'd say a groovier Alien Weaponry. So Alien Weaponry, they're kind of Riff City. And,
it's all about the riffs.
It's all about the riff. So we're like that, but like with a bit more.
You're
groovy.
like them, but like 20 years older.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. I accept my oldest.
A heck of a lot more groove and a lot of kind of like nearly borderline doomy, heavy.
Yeah. There's so much different influences in there. Everything from like stoner doom to black metal.
Yeah. You get
there's a lot of different stuff in there, but it's just.
Because we'll have some melodic riffs, we'll slow it down to a bit of a chug, and then out of nowhere we're playing like these drones and blast beats, and you're like, you don't know it's
breakdowns.
We're just random music words.
Metal
music words.
Syncopation, cha-cha-cha, chopsticks.
There's always kind of an element of the kind of Pantera Machine Head elements and the Metallica, and kind of just the general influences. You will see some of that come through.
Well, look, we'll wrap it up there. Maybe just finally you can give some encouraging words to your Irish fans who may be watching or listening, and some new fans that you might pick up this weekend. Any last words to say to them?
Please buy our shirts. My children need wine.
I need new shoes. I'm covered in crap. The things we do for you.
Okay, that's it. Black Shuck playing on the Jägermeister stage, 8:15.
8:15.
You're not going to see it because this will be out too late, but check them out online. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.